everyone, I'm Erin and I'm here today to share a yoga stretch with you today, and my husband is with us. This is Pat. He's going to be off camera, but he's joining in because a stretch is good for everyone. So we're going to start today in easy pose, seated on our mats with our legs crossed, nice tall spine, closing the eyes. Taking some deep breaths in through your nose. Thinking about why you came today and tuned into this particular video. Do not let circumstances influence your thoughts and moods. By rising over them mentally, you will eventually rise over them materially. Take a few more deep cleansing breaths. Set your intentions for this practice session. And focus on just that for the time that we are together. Opening your eyes. Let's start in table, bringing your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. We're going to inhale, lift the chest and the head, look up, arch the back. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, lift, exhale, round. Continue with your own breath, moving through cat and cow, loosening up the spine. One more each way. And from here we're going to come into a spinal balance. So, lifting your right arm and your left foot with flexed toes, keeping that core engaged, belly button towards the spine, and then release and switch. Left arm, right foot. And now with the breath, we'll inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, moving with your own breath. Option to just do one arm or leg at a time. If balance is challenging, that's okay. You can work up to it. One more each way. And then sinking back into child's pose. Arms extended. Knees can be together or wide. Using this resting pose to stretch out your upper back. And take your left hand weave it under your right arm. Come down on that left shoulder. Turn your face and relax into this stretch. It's called thread the needle. Bringing that left arm back to center. And now taking the right arm, weaving it under the left, coming down onto that shoulder. And coming back to center. And then pressing the hands forward, lifting the hips, coming into extended puppy. And then sinking back to child's pose. Coming up, rolling to one side, and coming into a seated position. We're going to extend the legs out in front of us for staff pose. For this pose, our toes are pointed up, not necessarily flexed forcefully, but up. Our spine is tall and straight. Our hands come to the sides, shoulders are back, and we just breathe. Focusing on lengthening the spine here. And then hinging forward with a straight back. Keeping that length in the spine. And then rounding the back over the legs, grabbing for the ankles or feet. Using a strap here, if it feels good, if you have one. Slowly rolling the spine back up. Good. Now, we're going to take our left leg, bend it in so that it comes past your right hip, and then your right leg is going to come across that knee. Then you'll take your left hand, wrap it around your right knee, and your right hand goes behind you, and you look over your right shoulder. Option to take that left elbow and place it on the other side of your right knee as well. Coming back to center, and we'll switch sides. Bend the right leg in. Left comes over, right arm around the knee, or option to put that elbow on the other side of the knee. Left hand comes behind you and look over that left shoulder. undoing those legs, we will bring our legs, you have a choice of two positions. Layer them in front of you, like this, or pull one through and the other on top, like this. If you have any hip issues or tenderness, try the first option. Arms, I'm going to turn around so you can see. One arm comes up, the other is down, and you grab your fingers. If you cannot reach, use a strap. Like this, and just hold it where you can. This is called cow face. Breathing. And release the arms. We're going to go ahead and switch the legs. In whichever position you were in, you want to switch them so that the other one is in front or on top. And now we will also switch the arms. And you will find that on one side, you can reach a little bit further than the other side. That's normal. Release. Next, we will open the legs for a dragonfly or a straddle, seated straddle. And we're going to keep a tall spine, hinging just from the hips, coming forward without rounding the back. Coming back to center. Next, we'll be going into revolved head to knee. There's two ways to do this particular stretch, and if you're like me, you can do it full on one side and use the modification on the other side, because my right side is just a lot tighter than my left. So we're going to take our left hand, grab our left toe, and if you are able, place your elbow on the ground. Right arm comes across. If you're not able to put that elbow on the ground, you just leave it up and grab the left toe. Right arm comes over your head, over your ear, so you're getting a nice side stretch. Come back up to center. And now with the right arm, grab that right toe. If you can get that right elbow on the ground, go ahead and bring that left arm over the top. back to center, bringing the bottoms of your feet together, pulling them as close to your body as you are comfortable doing. Again, if you have any hip tenderness or hip difficulties, keep them further away from your body. If you don't have any hip difficulties, you can pull them right in. We are going to hold our ankles, press on the legs with the elbows, keeping a straight spine and just hinging forward from the hips. Round to the back, bring the head towards the toes. Slowly roll the spine up. Bringing the hands, actually let's put our legs into easy pose. And then bringing the hands up above, palms together. Moving to the side for lateral flexion. And the other side. One more time, first side. And second side. Coming back to center, bringing the arms down. Next, we're going to stretch out the shoulders with eagle arms. I will give you a modification for this if you can't get your arms twisted around. Bringing your arms out to the sides like a T. Take the right arm over the left arm, twist it around till your hands come together, and then pull down. You'll feel that nice shoulder stretch. If you can't get your arms around, take the right arm across your body, grab the upper arm here, not on the joint, and pull. Same stretch. This is eagle arms. Releasing the arms, coming back out to a T. Either pulling the left arm across your body for a stretch like this, or taking the left arm over the right, twisting around and pulling down. Feeling that open up the shoulder blades in the back. Releasing the arms. Coming onto your knees, we're going to come into a standing position. So from here, this one is a balanced position and a twist. So if you want to do this against a wall or holding a chair, you can. Ground your left leg, engage the core muscles, lifting your right leg, taking your left hand and placing it on the outside of your right thigh, and then placing your right hand on the small of your back, looking over your right shoulder. A standing spinal twist with balance. Come on out of that, and we'll do it the other way. Grounding the right leg, lifting the left, placing the right hand on the outside of the left thigh, left hand on the small of your back and look over your left shoulder. Engaging your core, breathing. And relax. Alright, next we're going to go into a couple of forward folds. Inhaling the arms up. Exhaling, folding, hinging from the hips. And then grabbing the elbows, rounding the back, and hanging like a rag doll. Taking a few deep breaths here. And then taking your hands and placing them underneath your feet and pressing up, pulling up with your hands and pressing down with your feet, feeling that nice stretch across your back. It's okay if your knees are bent. We don't want to lock those joints out anyway, but even if you're down here, you can still press and feel that really nice stretch across your back. Releasing your hands from your feet, reversing the swan dive up, and coming back to mountain. Next, we're going to go into pyramid. I'm going to demonstrate this with a block. So placing the right foot in front, the left foot in back, and you want them in a line with each other. If you have a block, place it right in front of your foot, and it can be tall or a little shorter, however you want. You're going to stretch right over that front leg, keeping soft knees. Not using the block, you can place your hands on the floor or on your legs. Then placing your hands on the floor, stepping that left foot back a little bit, bending that right leg, and coming up for a high lunge. And then dropping that back knee, pressing forward for a low lunge. Really getting a nice stretch in the hip flexor here. Hands come to the mat. Support yourself up and switch sides. Left leg in the front, right leg back. Keep them in a line right now. Coming down for pyramid stretch. Stretching over that front leg. Bending the front leg, stepping the back leg back a little bit. Coming up for a high lunge. grabbing the back knee and pressing forward for the hip flexor stretch. Hands come to the mat. Bring that left leg back so you're on your knees now. And come on up for a camel stretch. Placing your hands on the small of your back, knees are hip distance apart. Roll your shoulders back and open and lean back for modified camel, little back bend here. Or place your hands on your heels for a full camel. Supporting your back, coming up. Come into child's pose. From here, stretch your arms out in front and then to the left. Come back to center. To the right. Come back to center. And we're going to come up, shift our bodies, so we're lying on our backs now. Bringing your right leg up, flex the toes, cross it over your left knee, open up that hip, grab behind your knee and pull in towards you. You can lift your shoulders if that feels good. You can take your right elbow and press on that right knee also to open up that hip a little bit more if it feels good. And release. Left foot comes up, flexed toes across the right knee, lifting up, threading the hands through and under, and pulling towards you. Keeping those toes flexed to protect the joints. Release. Stretch your right leg out. Open your arms to a T. Lift the left knee and come across your body. Look over your left shoulder. Keeping both shoulders on the floor. Coming back to center. Realigning your spine, extending the left leg out, lifting the right knee and coming across your body, looking over the right shoulder. Keeping both shoulders on the floor. to center, laying flat, closing your eyes, taking a few deep breaths, appreciating the nice stretch you just gave yourself. Positive thinking evokes more energy, more initiative, and more happiness. Let's take this next moment together to focus on positive energy for the rest of our day. Opening your eyes, rolling to your right side and supporting yourself up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Namaste. Thank you so much for stretching with me today. I'll see you soon. Bye.